that you were Romeo, you were throwing pebbles, and my daddy said, stay away from Juliet. I was crying on the staircase, begging you, please don't go. And I said, Romeo, take me somewhere we can be alone. I'll be waiting, all there's left to do is run. You'll be the prince and I'll be the princess. It's a love story, baby, just say yes. Hey, I'm Lisa, I'm the Ukulele Fool. Welcome on in, because I foolishly believe that, Taylor Swift played the ukulele and you should play little Taylor Swift on the ukulele. All right, I am going to show you how to do this song with an island strum. I'm going to show you how everything is lined out in the song, and I'm going to do a play along, but I'm not going to stop there because this song has some opportunity to really tell a story. Taylor Swift has really built some very good devices in this song, and we're going to talk about it. I'm going to show you some finger picking that you might want to add to it, and how to build this song as a story if you want to do this at a more advanced level. And I'll do a play along for that as well. Okay, grab your ukulele. Don't let me just talk at you. Come on, let's do it together. If you want to go to the strumming, I'll have a link down here, and if you want to go to the more advanced stuff, it starts here. Okay, this has got the usual gang of suspects for chords. It's got the C chord, which I bet you know. It also has an A minor chord, and in this case, because we have A minor to F, it makes sense to finger it with your middle finger over here. Yeah, and so it's just putting down your index finger. For the F, G, I use the traditional peace sign on the C and the G string on the 2nd fret, and then my ring finger picking up the G, I say G, it's a G note on an E string, like that. There's other ways to finger it. You could put your finger here and then move over with your middle finger, and I've got a whole video on other ways to do a G. I'll link it up here, and I'll put it down in the description below. Speaking of the description below, you'll probably see my merchandise. This is a super soft, buttery t-shirt. You know how sometimes they're all plasticky? This is not. It's great. So pick up a Spread the Ukulele Love t-shirt. You also need a D, and it's 3 fingers in the 2nd fret. There's an elevation change. You have to get your hand up towards the headstock. There's also an A, 1st fret on the C string, reaching over with your middle finger to the 2nd fret of the G string. There's also a barred chord, B minor, index finger all the way across the 2nd fret, and then reaching with your ring finger to the 4th fret on the G string. I have an exercise for building strength to get to your bar chords, so I will link it up in the cards and also down in the description below. This song has an introduction where we get to play our wonderful chords C, G, A minor, and F, and you play them twice on the island strum. So let's just warm up that. 1, 2, here we go. C, down, up, down, up, C, down, up, and G, down, up, down, up, G, down, up, and A minor, again, up, down, up, F, F. Then we have the verses, and in the chord chart that I have got every time you play a beginning of an island strum, I've got a chord marked in there for you. Same thing on the play along. So here we go. Let's try just the chords, no pesky lyrics. 1, 2, here we go. C and C again, and F, F again, and A minor, and an F, and a G. So you're doing 2 on everything except for the F and G that are the last 2 chords on each verse. Then we go into the pre-chorus, and the chord changes are more rapid. So 1, 2, here we go. F and G and E minor and C chorus or pre-chorus, is gotta go to the chorus. The chorus, we go back to doing more 2 on each verse. So let's do that. 1, 2, here we go. E and C again, and G, G again, and A minor twice, and F, G, and C twice. But I should note that there's one point in the song where the chorus goes into another chorus, and in that case you don't double the C at the end. You just do it one time, and then the next C becomes the first C of the chorus. You'll catch on. Oh, but wait, there's more. There's a little instrumental that goes into a bridge. So 2 C's, 2 G's, and then you're going to go into single down strums, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try the whole thing. So just giving you a feel for how you have to space out those single down strums. So a little instrumental. 1, 2, here we go. C, C again, and G, G again, and A minor 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, C 2, 3, 4, G 2, 3, 4, A minor 2, 3, 4, F 2, 3, 4, C 2, 3, 4, G 2, 3, 4. And we have a different variation in the chorus. To end the song, it goes into the key of D. Fancy dancy talk is it modulates into D. Okay. So then it goes into an outro. So let's work that last chorus along with the outro. So 1, 2, here we go. D, D again, and A again, and B minor. So do those sections as many times as you need to feel how the structure of the song works, and then you can move on to the play along and do it along with me. We were both young is your starting pitch. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. Flashback starts, I'm standing there on a balcony of summer air. See the lights, see the party, the ball gowns, see you make your way through the crowd and say hello. Little did I know that you were Romeo, you were throwing pebbles. My daddy said stay away from Juliet, and I was crying on the staircase, begging you please don't go. And I said, Romeo, take me somewhere we can be alone. I'll be waiting, all there's left to do is run. You'll be the prince and I'll be the princess. It's a love story, baby, just say yes. Sneaked out to the garden to see you. We keep quiet because we're dead if they knew. So close your eyes, escape this town for a little while. 'Cause you were Romeo, I was a scarlet letter. My daddy said stay away from Juliet, but you were everything to me.
I was begging you, please don't call. And I said, Romeo, take me somewhere we can be alone. I'll be waiting, all there's left to do is run. You'll be the prince and I'll be the princess. It's a love story, baby, just say yes. Romeo, save me. They try to tell me how to feel. This love is difficult, but it's real. Don't be afraid, we'll make it out of this mess. It's a love story, baby, just say yes. Oh. I got tired of waiting, wondering if you were ever coming around. My faith in you is fading. Then I met you on the outskirts of town, and I said, Romeo, save me. I've been feeling so alone. I keep waiting for you, but you never come. Is this in my head? I don't know what to think. He knelt to the ground and pulled out a ring and said, marry me, Juliet, you'll never have to be alone. I love you and that's all I really know. Talk to your dad, go pick out a white dress. It's a love story, baby, just say yes. Oh, yes. We were very young when I first saw you.
I hope that went well for you. This lays a really good foundation for what we're going to do next. I'm going to show you some techniques. You can add one, all of them. It's all up to you, but it's just some ways to make it a little bit more authentic to her version and then also to be more performance worthy. So stick around, or not. Let's dig a little deeper into this song. I hope you did at least the play along, kind of got the feel for how the chords go in the song with an island strum. We're still going to be island strumming a lot. But let's just have a little discussion here of how this song is actually set up a lot of times like stories are set up. You know, it's like it starts out kind of nice, gets you in it, and then we have a problem and things kind of build. And then a good story won't just build and resolve. It's going to build and then it's going to take it back down. And then it's going to build again, and maybe even a little higher, problems are going to get worse, and then it's going to finally resolve. And that's what she does with this song. You have two verses in a row where she sets it up, you know, and gets it all nice. And then you have the pre-chorus, and pre-chorus job is to lead you into the chorus. And so as a player, as a musician, you should probably do the chorus just a little bit louder, you know, put a little gas in reserve, and then when you hit that chorus, you know, step on the gas and let it be a little louder. Then on the next rendition of the verse, she's got really great lyrics in here. Sneak into the garden, quiet, dead, close your eyes, escape. You know, all these things that really suggest that we want to pull it back. This is going to be a time to get quiet, you know, regroup. They're doing clandestine meetings, so maybe things are okay. Then, oh, here's the pre-chorus stating the problem, you know, Daddy says stay away, begging, crying, and then Romeo, do something, please, as we get into the chorus. So again, leaving some gas in the tank so that we can get from the pre-chorus to the chorus, but then it goes to a second chorus, Romeo, save me. So don't let it all out in the first chorus this time around. Save a little for dynamically more volume for the second chorus that happens after that. So, but at that very last line, it's a love story, but baby, just say yes. And that might be a time to dial it back. So, if anything, soften your strumming or go into finger picking, make it really soft. The little interlude, because we're keeping it nice and soft, consider doing finger picking for that. And then the bridge, of course, do it, you know, with the single down strums. And then again, she's got a Romeo, save me. That might be a great
opportunity to add finger picking. Things are falling apart. I keep waiting for you. It's just in my head. But on the last line of that verse, she says, she knelt to the ground and pulled out a ring. So yeah, you know, pour it on, play some island strum. Then, the last chorus, we modulate into the key of D. So why not do an island strum with a chuck? Down, up, down, up, down, chuck, up, down. Like that. So put that in to really, you know, hit it home. But when we get to the outro, you know, we're going to start dialing it back. We're going to do a gentle fade. So take the chuck out and just soften everything. So build your artistry as a performer, kind of like how novels are built and storytellers. You know, you go along with the contours of the story. Let me show you some finger picking. Lovely little banjo intro that Taylor Swift does, and so I was playing around with it and trying to figure out how to make it sound more like that banjo. And so I have a rather unique way of doing that. And I'll give you two choices. I'm going to finger my C differently. I'm going to take out the third, and so I'm fingering it with two fingers on the E and A string, like that. So thumb on the C string, index finger on the E, and then middle finger on the A string. And I'm going to go down towards the floor. Then I'm going to go back up to the E string. E, A, E. I'm going to stay on the E. Lift up this finger here on the E string. Stay on the E here, still picking, and put it down. And start the pattern over again. So that is how the C goes in version 1. Here's a version that might be easier for you. I found it harder because of what I'm going to teach you next, but you have options. You could go plucking your C with your index finger, thumb with the G string, A, G, A, G, E, G. I'll do that again. C, G, A, G, A, G, E, G. To do the G chord, I'm just going to stay on these three strings. I'm going to put thumb, index, middle. So I'm going C, E, G, E, G, E, C, E. Keeping the same pattern. I do it on A minor, so you don't even have to finger an A minor because, you know, you're not using the G string. And then you do it on the F, and you can just do a one finger F. So this takes a little bit of a practice to figure it out. Let's go really super slowly just for the introduction. 1, 2, here we go. And switch to G. G again. And A minor. And A minor again. And F. F again. Because Taylor Swift does keep some of that finger picking in, but then she's got other instruments, I'm doing a hybrid strum and finger pick in the verses. Each chord gets 4 beats, and I'm going to be pairing up groups of 2 of the chords. So the first of the two always gets 2 down strums on beats 1 and 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the second chord gets a picking pattern with 8 eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So I'm starting here on the C string and I'm going down to the floor. Then I'm going to go the E and A, E, C, E, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's try that just with the chords for the verse. 1, 2, here we go. C. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and A minor. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and F, 2, G. Okay, I don't expect you to get this right away. I think this would take some work. So if you feel like you're going to take work, I think you're perfectly normal. So just practice doing this. This is just my suggestion. If you have another finger picking pattern that works over, 4/4 time, use that. You don't have to take my suggestion. So in my chord chart, I have little indications as to what choices I would make in order to build this as a story song. Got it listed. I do use an island strum with a chuck in there. And if you're not familiar with a chuck, I'll put a link down to mastering the chuck up here. An island strum with a chuck is probably not the first place you want to start. So just do an island strum with a little bit more volume in it. Hey, so let's do a story performance of this song. Putting it all together. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. Both young when I first saw you. Close my eyes and the flashback starts. I'm standing there on the balcony of summer air. See the lights, see the party, the ball gowns. See you make your way through the crowd and say hello. Little did I know you were throwing pebbles. My daddy said stay away from Juliet, and I was crying on the staircase, begging you please don't go. And I said Romeo, take me somewhere we can be alone. I'll be waiting, all there's left to do is run. You'll be the prince and I'll be the princess. It's a love story, baby, just say yes. I sneak down to the garden to see you. We keep quiet because we're dead if they knew. So close your eyes, escape this town for a little while. 'Cause you were Romeo, I was a scarlet letter. And Daddy said stay away from Juliet, but you were everything to me, and I was begging you, please don't go. And I said, Romeo, take me somewhere we can be alone. I'll be waiting, all there's left to do is run. You'll be the prince and I'll be the princess. It's a love story, baby, just say yes. Romeo, save me, try to tell me how to feel. This love is difficult, but it's real. if you were ever coming around, my faith in you is fading. Then I met you on the outskirts of town, and I said, Romeo, save me, I've been feeling so alone. I keep waiting for you, but you never come. It's just in my head, I don't know what to think. He knelt to the ground and pulled out a ring and said, marry me, Juliet, you'll never have to be alone. I love you and that's all I really know. Talk to your dad, go pick out a white dress. It's a long story, baby, just say yes. Oh, yes. We were very young when I first saw you.
How'd you do? I know that wasn't 100% perfect on my part, but you know what? I will take us, 95% or higher. There was a few little maybe strumming where I switched sooner or later, and some of the tuning on the words. My vocals might not be perfect, but I don't care. I mean, it's the ukulele world, and I hope that you're having fun playing the ukulele. I've had so much fun pulling together this arrangement for you. Don't forget to spread the ukulele love, and I thank you for staying to the very end. Good for you, and I'll see you in the next video.